Hi everyone. Now I continue with part 2 for Motivational Guru, How to Live on 24 Hours a Day, The Awakening of Awareness. When you truly understand Bennett's message, something starts to shift inside you. You begin to see that time is not just ticking, it's whispering. Every second is calling out, "Use me before I disappear forever." For years, I lived like many others, waiting for inspiration, waiting for the perfect schedule, waiting for one day. But after hearing how to live on 24 hours a day, I realized that one day is a lie we tell ourselves to escape the truth of today. Bennett teaches that the art of living well begins with respecting your 24 hours like sacred ground. He says, "You are not being wronged by fate. You are only being careless with time." What a simple yet piercing truth. We blame the world, our jobs, even destiny, but rarely admit that we're careless with the one resource that defines our lives. In the audiobook, Bennett gently walks us through ordinary life. The rush to the office, the exhaustion in the evening, the dull repetition that feels like existence without meaning. He doesn't judge, he observes. And then he offers a key: awareness. He urges us to look at each day as a complete life in miniature. You wake up, you live, you rest, you die. Then you are reborn the next morning with a fresh 24 hours. Once you see a day that way, even brushing your teeth becomes sacred. Even walking to work feels like progress in a journey. He warns, however, that awareness alone isn't enough. You must direct your hours. You must claim ownership of them. He writes, "Until you value yourself, you will not value your time. Until you value your time, you will not do anything with it." It's impossible to hear that and remain unchanged, because suddenly, wasting time feels like self-disrespect, and using time wisely becomes an act of self-love. One of Bennett's most powerful ideas is the use of small fragments of time, the overlooked minutes that make up a life. He calls them the gold dust of existence. He says that people often complain, "I only have 10 minutes before I must go." But to him, 10 minutes is a universe. He believed that if you read or think deeply for just 10 minutes a day, you could educate yourself more than many who study for years. He challenges us to reclaim the lost moments between tasks, while traveling, waiting, or resting. Instead of letting those moments dissolve into distraction, fill them with purpose. Reflect, read, dream constructively. He reminds us the real tragedy is not that life is short, but that we waste so much of it. Imagine this. You get on a bus or train every morning. Most people stare blankly or scroll endlessly. Bennett would tell you that this is your hidden classroom. You could listen to wisdom, observe humanity, or plan the next step of your growth. He once said that a half hour of thoughtful reading each morning and evening can transform the dullest life into one of adventure and light. He even called it the magic of the half hour. That's not time management, it's life craftsmanship. Listening to the audiobook today, I find it strangely modern. Even though Bennett wrote in the early 1900s, his words fit perfectly in our distracted digital age. He could never have imagined smartphones or social media, but he saw the same disease, the unconscious wasting of time. He wrote, "You will never find time for anything. If you want time, you must make it." Those 12 words are worth framing on a wall. Because the truth is, time doesn't appear. It is carved out intentionally. If you don't make time, you will lose it to things that don't matter. At one point in the book, Bennett anticipates the excuses we still make today. "I'm too tired after work. My job drains me. I need to rest." He agrees that rest is necessary, but he warns that mindless relaxation is poison disguised as peace. He says that mental rest comes not from idleness, but from changing the kind of work we do. If your day job drains your body, feed your soul in the evening. Read, reflect, or create. He calls this the cultivation of the mind. It's what turns existence into life. The proper, wise balancing of one's whole life may depend upon the feasibility of a cup of tea at an unorthodox hour. That line always makes me smile. Bennett isn't telling you to live like a machine. He's telling you to live awake. He insists that the happiest people are not those who escape work, but those who give meaning to every moment. It's not about escaping your routine. It's about enriching it. He writes, "The chief beauty about time is that you cannot waste it in advance." That means no matter how much time you've lost in the past, today's 24 hours are untouched, brand new. They are your opportunity to begin again. No guilt, no regret, just possibility. And that's what makes this audiobook magical. It doesn't make you feel bad about lost time. It makes you excited about the time you still have. When you listen, you can almost feel your awareness expanding. You start noticing small things: the sound of your breath, the softness of morning light, the rhythm of footsteps on your way to work. You begin to live deliberately, not accidentally. And that's when you realize the truth Bennett discovered. Life was never short. It was just unfocused. Many self-help books talk about success habits and daily routines. But Bennett's philosophy is deeper. He isn't just teaching habits. He's teaching honor toward time. He believed that how we treat time is how we treat life itself. To ignore your hours is to insult your own existence. To use them wisely is to show gratitude to the universe. He also challenges the idea of finding purpose someday. He believed purpose is built moment by moment, not discovered suddenly. The great art of life is to make the most of what you have. Every minute counts. So when you listen to this audiobook, you realize your purpose isn't waiting for you in the future. It's already here, inside the next hour you live with full attention. If you pause for a second and look at your own life, you'll see Bennett's truth everywhere. Think about the mornings you've rushed without noticing the sunrise, the evenings you've spent scrolling instead of dreaming, the weekends you've lost to worry. Now, imagine using those same hours intentionally, learning a new skill, journaling your thoughts, calling someone who matters, or simply watching the sunset in silence. That is how you live on 24 hours a day.